what he likes.
Yeah, that's a good point. And let's continue. I've brought a couple of examples for the next category. I called it, and we stepped into it already a little bit, physical buttons versus haptic touchscreen buttons. So there could be haptic touchscreen buttons or just touchscreen buttons. Haptic means you get some feedback off of the touch on it.
Before we go into details, how closely do you think that is related to the e-cars?
Supposedly, as we mentioned earlier, could have been or is also the case in cars which still have combustion engines. But it's just happening more in some of the recent EV cars, I think. So it goes into the same category as we discussed earlier, that there's some factors why these like innovative designs, like I think it goes into the category of EVs actually, because manufacturers try to do whatever new. And I brought a very famous example where you're like,
The same direction.
where you're like, why do they do something? Maybe just because they want to do something new in this electric vehicle. And the example I brought, and I want to ask you about it, this is the glove box on the passenger side of a Tesla Model 3. Do you see anything missing?
Handlebar?
There's no handlebar.
How do you open it or push it?
No. That would be intuitive. But the infotainment system, it's right there where it says glove box. So, and then on the lower left part, you see you have to go into the car button, into the controls, and then as you can see, quick control the guy or the person on this picture, put it into quick controls and then glove box, and then it opens.
I think it's overdoing it.
So do you think that's a practical and useful way of infotainment system?
No.
And so they completely removed the physical button, physical handle in that case, and put it in somewhere in a touchscreen. Discussable, at least.